Hey everyone, so in our presentation, we're going to be discussing the California wildfires and the resulting air pollution and health effects from the smoke caused by them. So 2020 has basically been just a wild year for everything, but the 2020 wildfire season in California has been the worst on record due to severe climate change and many other causes. Six of the largest wildfires on record actually burned in 2020, and that was in California and I think also places in Australia. So, air pollution from the wildfires are actually more harmful to humans than any other type of pollution, including from different factories and refineries and even cars. So, particulate air pollution is actually decreasing in the United States, but it is increasing in the Northwest due to the smoke from the wildfires. So, smoke from the wildfires causes a bunch of different health effects, including increasing respiratory illnesses. So, during the 2020 wildfire season, there's been about 10 times more health hospitalizations because of respiratory illnesses. And a lot of this was due to low income communities being greatly affected by asthma. So, a lot of low income people unfortunately live in areas that are greatly affected by pollution from factories, highways, and refineries. And a lot of these low income people in Southern California are farm workers. So, and farm workers normally breathe in different pesticide fumes and smog in the air from the pesticides. So, a lot of those workers are affected by asthma, like many generations of them, like their kids, parents, grandparents, they're affected by asthma from the pesticides. And during the wildfire season, they're still in the fields having to do their work and harvest the crops. And there was a few workers that reported that some of their friends in the farms actually collapsed in the fields while they were working because they were breathing in the smoke from the wildfires. One worker reported that a woman was in the field working and she collapsed and she had asthma and she was rushed to the hospital where she actually tested positive for COVID and she survived everything, but they're not really sure if her lungs will still be able to handle the strain of working on a farm and being around the smoke from the wildfires in the future. And wildfire smoke can actually continuously trigger respiratory illnesses and heart conditions. It can cause strokes, it can trigger heart attacks. And the smoke from wildfires actually greatly affects children. It affects their immune system, their cardiovascular system. It can trigger high blood pressure, and it can also affect their future health. It can predispose them to heart disease in their adulthood. And a lot of these health effects are due to what's being burned in the wildfires. Um, in the wildfires, a lot of California, it's still being developed, houses are still being built, buildings are still being built, and in the fires, all of this is being burned. So all of the chemicals that are in these buildings, the cars, different, all the paint, all of that is being burned, and all those toxins are being released into the air, which is people are breathing it in the smoke, different plastics, metals, household cleaning chemicals. It's all being burned and released into the air. And all of these toxins greatly affect your immune system, your cardiovascular system, your respiratory system. And there are some solutions that are being proposed in order to help with all of this. So the biggest one is to just address the climate crisis, which is getting greenhouse gases under control, which will help bring down global warming. And another one is listening to the advice of the California natives, which they tend to do prescribed burns, which is they set small controlled burns to clear out different brush and other vegetation that tends to catch on fire the most during the wildfire season, and this will cause wildfires to be more under control and not as severe as they have been in the past. And these are just some of our sources for pictures in our article. I hope you guys enjoyed.